some reason, Dynatrac placed the mounting tabs for the hydraulic ram so low that it positions the cylinder lower than the tie rod. This makes me nervous when I'm wheeling, and rightfully so. My buddy Isaac with the same setup almost spun his ram off. Yes, I could have a skid welded underneath, but because I like doing shit the hard way, I opted to completely relocate it over the tie rod where I feel it needs to be. So off we go to the shop where the existing mounting tabs will get removed with glue gun, and we'll JB weld new tabs on. I'm also swapping my Redneck ram for a PSC ram. I'll replace my existing chafed hoses, then bulletproof my new shark skin ones. Now off to the shop.
Perfect.
I decided to swap out for a PSC ram because it looks to be beefier. The PSC cylinder diameter is wider, the rod looks larger, and the heim ends look bigger. However, because this is filmed in the past, I've had time to compare the two, and I can't tell that there's any difference in regards to steering feel. I've also never had a single issue with my Redneck ram this entire time, which actually makes me a little nervous about swapping to a PSC, but I can report that everything's been fine so far, knock on wood. So the cylinder got relocated above the tie rod, and so that's all done and that's all good. But now see how these lines right here, these hoses, there's just more slack than there needs to be. So what I need to do is, what I'm thinking is disconnect, do a full droop, disconnect these cables or these hoses, and then go have new hoses made. And then just reinstall the new hoses.
So in case we get stuck, you can just keep it here.
That's fine.
Like in case we can't finish anything.
If we run out of time or something.
Yeah. Dude, this almost hit my window.
These are the 7-ton Humvee jack stands?
Yeah, military grade, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna need.
It's tactical acquisition.
Oh yeah, right. You liberated some jack stands from the army?
Yeah.
Nice.
Travel though. Yeah, that's just extension, dude.
Alright, so I got the hydraulic lines out, and so these are the original ones, and I'm glad that I'm gonna get new ones made because I was just doing some inspection, and for you guys that are running hydraulic assist, look at that, some nice little bite marks in there, so keep an eye out. And then this one's got just a little bit of chafing, and it just could have been from the routing also, but either way, I'm glad that I'm getting new ones made just so I can get these replaced because of all of the gouging. And here's another one. Here's the other one right here. You can definitely see metal in there. All right. So now off to get some new hoses made. Alright, for another layer of protection, I'm going to add this hydraulic hose wrap. Basically what you do is you wrap the hose with this material, and this is just like a plastic material. It's got nice rounded edges so that it won't damage the hose. But the idea is if you're gonna rub through this stuff first before it gets to the hose, and then you can check this every once in a while, and if you see any chafing, these damn birds, and then if you see any chafing, you can just replace this instead of having to replace the hose. So because this is a spiral shape, what I'm gonna do is if I put this on now like this with this shape here up against this fitting, you're gonna have like a gap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my Dremel, and I'm gonna try to cut this perfectly around so it's straight, just so it fits better up against this fitting. Alright, I'm all done cleaning this up. Came out pretty good. The pointy area, it's not so pointy now, but it looks kind of sketch. But what I did is I blunted that and then also thinned out the inside of it so it wouldn't like there's no chance of it puncturing the hose or anything like that. It's not strong enough anyway, so, but I didn't want to take any chances, but that's what it looks like. Alright, so I went ahead and started the wrap. God, these fucking birds. Alright, I started the wrap. That's what it looks like. When you do this, you want to start pushing it down, and you can just kind of grab it with your fingers and start sliding it down and make nice tight wraps. Just be careful when you use your nail, because I slipped and I bent this nail back here, so just be careful. Alright, this is the technique right here. Seems obvious, but it wasn't obvious to me. So you twist the hose onto the wrap. And I'll do the same thing with this end. I'll cut it, trim it down, and blunt the tip, shave it down, make sure it's all good. Alright, there's two of them things. You got one last step I think I'm gonna do. I am going to heat shrink these ends from the fitting onto the spiral wrap. Alright, so here's the situation. I ran out of the right size heat shrink, so I gotta run over to Custom Sounds and Tint. But here's the problem. The Jeep looks like this, and the daily is over at the shop getting work done. So I have no vehicle, so I'm gonna have to take an Uber to get some to get Jeep parts. How are you, good sir?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright.
Pretty good.
You got plenty of room back there?
Oh, yes, sir. You saved the day. Yeah, so what happened is I got the Jeep apart. My daily driver is in the garage. So, and I gotta go pick up Jeep parts. So we're gonna drive over to Custom Sounds and grab some heat shrink, and then I'll need a ride back, or I can always get another Uber.
I'll just hang out with you.
Oh, if you don't mind, man, that'd be great. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You're just picking it up, ain't no big thing.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, got the heat shrink. Just like that, in and out. Yeah, my wife would kill me if she found out that I went and took an Uber to get $3 worth of heat shrink. It is what it is, man. Alright, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Alright, have a good one.
You too. Thank you, man. See ya. Alright. We're back in business.
Perfect.
Alright, I just now realized that these are too nice to go in the Jeep. So I'm just gonna put back the old shitty ones. Sometimes videos make everything look easy and straightforward, so I just wanted to quickly address a few things that I may go back and redo. First off, I think I wouldn't do the wraps so close together. At normal ride height, some of the spirals overlap at the harder bends. I'm not sure if that really matters, but I'll see. Also, when measuring for hose length, instead of only drooping the front end down to about 80%, I would just max it out, and then that way I can shorten the amount of hose and decrease unneeded slack, which would probably also help with the wrap overlapping. And that's really it. I hope you found this video informative or entertaining, or maybe it just sparked some ideas for your build. Either way, thank you for watching. Please like the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.